All right, much better day. Very late start, but that's okay. I slept. I took a nap yesterday. I slept in. Um, it is it's 10 o'clock exactly, actually. Behind me is the bar, a little bar La Centrale, I guess is how you say it, the Central Bar in the center of town, just across the street from the little hotel I stayed at. And service was great there. I mean, I had some bad service here in Spain, but one miserable example I think I made a note of. But this service was excellent. They were hustling, as cute as a button, the waitress, and cheap. So I had a sandwich and a double coffee for 2.80. So I'm gonna stop here while this bell's ringing. All right, it's back to business. So I slept well last night, so my spirits are much higher. The cough medicine worked. I cannot believe this. This is stuff you cannot get in the United States. Only in Europe, Japan, I think, places like that. So, but this actually worked. It was amazing. I've never had a cough syrup that did not have narcotic in it to actually stop my coughing. I didn't even touch the Ricola lozenges. So I feel good. I think I slept pretty well, but I'm still going to do a short day today, just because of the way I'm lined up. There's a stretch where there's no hostels, so it's like it's either a 10-mile day or a 16, 17-mile day, and you know I still got some shin splints coming on, and I got that big blister on the ball of my left foot. And I'm still recovering from sleep deprivation and this illness. So I am going to have, I don't care about the time I start, I'm going to have a nice leisurely, try to enjoy today and just do 10 miles, and it puts me right at a highly rated albergue that has 60 beds, so I don't have to stress about getting a bed. And, it's today and yesterday put together would be the equivalent of almost taking a zero, but that's fine. I've resigned myself. If I don't make it to Santiago, I'm not going to be upset. So all is well. Bye. So they use bells on their cattle, sometimes horses, and hopefully you can hear that. Small church up here I'm headed to, and there's an albergue up there too. And look at these cows. And they got these mountains in the background. Just a beautiful, beautiful spot. Actually did some dirt trail walking and came up that path right there through those trees. Wonderful. So I'm in Ribadesella, I think is how you say it. Little plaza here. Church back there. Typical for what the towns I saw on the cruise. The trail is taking me actually around through the town, taking some of these little small cobblestone streets, but there is a bike race getting ready to happen. And I've been seeing support vehicles with a bunch of extra bikes on them and stuff, but I haven't seen any cyclists yet. Don't know when it's going to start, but if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get to see some of it. So something tells me it's about to start. I mean, this is quite a big deal here. Oh yeah, there's the peloton. Okay, so they're just pacing. So that was the start, just maybe 25 yards up ahead. There they go. All right, so the sea of people is finally dispersing off of this bridge. All right, there's the hostel behind me. It's not as big as it looks. You see, it's San Sebastian de Leces. It's really just this hostel and this cathedral, abandoned cathedral behind me is really all there is to this village, if you want to call it a village. But anyway, pretty good early start today. I don't know, it's not even 8:30 yet. It's early for me. but they kicked everybody out at 8. Of course, there's still people in there, but only complaint about this place is you're kind of forced into the optional $3 breakfast. It really wasn't optional, and it sucked. Just a piece of bread, really, is all it was, and a lollipop, a sucker. I mean, what kind of breakfast is that? A little tiny muffin. That was it. It wasn't even real butter for the bread; it was margarine. So that was a little disappointing, but otherwise it was good. So I'm going to do at least 10 miles. There's a plethora of hostels between 10 and 17 miles. So 3 different options, depending on how I feel. I am not going to make it to the end of the stage. So I'm definitely falling behind, but c'est la vie. Okay, adios. Well, we turn here, just a very small asphalt road, like we see a lot. And we turn down this dirt and gravel road, but look at these signs. That's pretty neat. This trail has been pretty nice here today. It's been virtually all dirt, which is amazing. And here along the ocean, so all this pasture land, and you see a lot of stuff like this with the rock wall, and you see the trail is very nice. Okay, so this is pretty stupid, and let it serve as a warning to others. So I left San Sebastian de Lucas, something like that, where the hostel I stayed in last night, and I walked 10 miles to a pretty significant sized town. Had some little coffee shops and stuff that were open along the main street, you know, typical Spanish town of some size. But it was 12 o'clock when I went through there, and no one was serving food. Not until 1:30 in one place, 2 o'clock in another place. I could get coffee or beer, but no food. So, like an idiot, I continued on instead of going to the supermarket, because now I know that it's another 10 miles before I come to another restaurant. I was going to stay in a hostel coming up here pretty soon, like right at the 15-mile mark. There's another one at the 17-mile mark, and they serve breakfast, but no dinner and no restaurant in sight. So I might have to do the 20 miles today just to get into another significant sized town where I can eat. And I'm starving because all I had was this crappy breakfast that I paid €3 for. I think I mentioned it. And it was really just a piece of buttered bread that wasn't even butter, it was margarine, with jam. So I've been eating, you know, I had a few figs, and that's about it. And a bite of an apple and a bite of a peach, of all things. But you know, you can only get what's on the ground, and it's all rotted. So yeah, I'm hungry, and I cannot go without dinner tonight. Too many calories being burned. And the nice dirt trail is gone before we got to that town, Kalunga. And everything else has been in the hot sun on asphalt for the most part. So yeah, I want a restaurant bad.
Together.
And now I'm learning. So
Sugar is the reason.
But this is the wrong learning.
Together, exactly.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's not true. That's not true.
It is so when they're all boiled in.
All right, it is 15 till 9, and I am leaving the rectoral hostel behind me. So today I go through the fairly large village that was supposed to be the end of this stage. Pass through that, I don't know, it's 5 miles maybe. And then I am going to, quickly after that, get to a split where I can continue on to Gijón on the coastal route, or I can take a left. It's a spur to Oviedo and continue on to Primitivo. I'm going to do the latter. Oh, just a quick word about this hostel back here. People have said it's the highest rated on a coastal route, and it may be. The source I use, Camino, had it 5 stars, but only 2 reviews, which I thought was kind of unusual. But it is a 5-star hostel. The breakfast, I mean, just to compare and contrast the breakfast this morning with the breakfast yesterday morning, it's so much better. It's the best breakfast for €3 that I've had. Besides the roll with jam and real butter, you know, she also had a boiled egg, which was nice. So you get a little protein and what else? There was a cup of yogurt. Wow, so you know that's really good for a hostel breakfast. So 5 stars to this one. Okay, this is where I commit to either continuing on the northern route to Gijón or deviate and go to Oviedo and continue on the Primitivo. I'm going to do the latter. Nice little chapel here where I was able to self-stamp my credential. So I'm going to go this way. All right, I came up from there. I'm climbing up through this mountain pass, and nice trail here. So it's a pretty good climb. So, and I'm glad it's finally on dirt. Most of it's been on asphalt. All right, I had another lengthy sit-down lunch at a cafe a kilometer or 2 back, and I'm passing now through La Vega. And I just passed the hostel that I was going to stay at. And God help me, but I'm going to go another 10K. It's pushing 4 o'clock right now. So I'm going to get in late. This place I just passed doesn't take reservations. The next place doesn't take reservations. But while I was at the cafe, I was doing an analysis. And I really should have taken the Nalsa bus and skipped 2 days because I have got to push to get through the Primitiva. And StingyNomads.com, they say it takes 14 days, and they've been pretty aggressive. And I've only got 12 days left. So dang it, I should have taken the bus from the last city. I could have taken an Nalsa bus from there into Oviedo and knocked out 2 days. So I'm going to be doing. I can't get a straight answer from any of my resources on how many miles I'll be doing today, but it's over 30. So it's a big day, but you know, I feel okay. I'm going to do it.
Así, en esta posición, así.
Ah. Wow. Okay. And this, I eat this?
Yum yum.